my gosh, that was something crazy. That was something stupid, something unbelievable. We finally got the first look of the mystery man who's been attacking on the Vision from the Royal Rumble match to the random episode of Monday Night Raw. That is the fucking man who was constantly attacking on the Vision. If you think that is what I think about this, no, bro, you are wrong, okay? That man is not the actual masked man, okay, bro? WWE is just fooling us this way, okay? WWE just fooling us this time, because there's no way the man could be that mystery man, okay? There's no way the man could be that mystery man who tagged on the Vision in past weeks, okay? There's no way. But, dude, who the fuck is this guy, man? Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. What he's doing here? Is he a fan, or is it the master plan of Paul Heyman, or it is the master plan of Drew McIntyre? I don't know anything about this mystery man, okay? We'll talk about this in any other video, okay, Froxers? But it is pretty much confirmed that he's not that mystery man who attacked on the Vision, bro. But he's just a random jobber, okay? I don't know, bro, what they're doing. But Froxers, what is going on in WWE? Like, we see Logan Paul versus Jacob Fatu for a Chambers qualifier match in the main event of SmackDown out of nowhere, because our Jay Yeet matcher, who was... You know what, Froxers? Listen to me carefully. That MF was saying all the time that he's gonna run his music in the chamber, and he's gonna hit his music to the chambers, inside the chamber, and he's gonna dance, he's gonna yeet inside the chamber. Oh, bro, what happened to you? Oh, I think you hurt, okay? You hurt? Who attacked on you? Bro, that MF was saying too much, okay? That MF was saying too much, and now he's in the hospital, okay? Because he's been attacked by a mystery man, okay? You know what, Froxers? In WWE, at this moment, there is so much mystery in this World Wrestling Entertainment. Okay, bro. Hey, Froxers. So, Froxers, in this video, I'm gonna review this complete show. Alright, so let's go. Alright, Froxers, so first of all, we start off the show with chaos, okay? Like, there is chaos backstage. Everyone is just crying. Someone is crying. Someone is shouting. Cause... There is chaos on the backstage because our Jay Yeet master, he's being hurt, okay? He's being attacked by a mystery man, okay? It's still a mystery, like, who attacked on the Jay Yeet master, but bro, that is something, this shit, like, you know, this shit made me remember about that incident that happened during COVID, during the COVID pandemic era. You know, guys, all this chaos reminds me of 2020 about that Jeff Hardy case. If you remember the Jeff Hardy once he found out drunk in WWE, or I don't know, bro, he crashed his car. He crashed his car. I don't know exactly, but bro, that I don't know, bro. But yeah, this complete incident reminds me of that incident of Jeff Hardy in 2020. So we start off the show with chaos. Jey Uso is being injured. Jey Uso is being attacked by a mystery man, and he's in the hospital. Okay. After this, we see Drew McIntyre. He comes out and he says, "Oh yeah, 4 words, 4-letter, 1 words." Oh yeah. Drew McIntyre. Anyway, Drew McIntyre comes out and he basically talks trash about Jey Uso's attack, okay? He's just talking trash about that thing, okay, bro? But I gotta appreciate Drew McIntyre for cooking Jey Uso, bro. That man deserves to be cooked, okay? Anyway, so after this we see furious, aggressive Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes comes out and he was just shouting he was just shouting throughout the way to the ring, okay? Like Cody Rhodes, he was all pissed off on Drew McIntyre, and he was saying that B word to Drew McIntyre. Then Drew McIntyre looks kind of look puzzled, okay? Then Cody Rhodes grabs the mic and he goes ahead and says, I don't know, bro, what to say. I just don't barely remember anyway. So after this thing out comes, Randy Orton was all aggressive, okay? He was talking about his Elimination Chamber match. He was talking about his Team Time WWE Championship, okay? Blah, 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 RKO, who cares? Anyway, after this, we get to see Trick Williams, and bro, the pop that he gets is insane. Like, vote that trick. That was cool, okay? That was so cool and nice, okay? So Trick Williams comes out. After Trick Williams, we see Javon Evans comes out, and Javon Evans tries to... He tries to be smart in front of the legends. He tries to be smart in front of these legends, okay? He basically said that I want to win Elimination Chamber because I want to be the youngest one to win the Elimination Chamber like Randy Orton, okay? Bro, you want to win Elimination Chamber? Hey, Jevin, look at me. Look here. Hey, Jevin, look at me. You want to win Elimination Chamber? Dude, come on, boy. Go backstage and play with your toys. You're just 21, and you want to win Elimination Chamber? Are you kidding me? And Froxers, he was just joking around. He was just kidding all of us, okay? After this, After this, out comes LA Knight. He comes out, and bro, the chemistry between LA Knight and Trick Williams was insane, bro. I don't know, bro. Let me tell you one thing, okay? They were just fighting over their catchphrases, like LA Knight does that, yeah. Alan Knight does that, yeah. Then Trick Williams, he does that, whoop that trick. what's called Ellen says, do you say something? And then Triple M says, yeah, whoop that trick. Yeah, so bro, I'm saying ultimately the chemistry between these two superstars is just insane. Okay, anyways, after this, they start sprawling around. Okay, and that's how they go to backstage. And in the ring, Randy Orton hits an RKO to a 21 years old kid who wants to win Elimination Chamber. And then we see a stare down between Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton, okay? You know, we've seen it a lot of times. We've seen it a dozen times, okay? The face off, WWE, you know, it is enough, okay? It is enough. Like, they've been teasing this rivalry for years, okay? Till now. I don't know, bro, what you say about this thing, bro. So that's how this powerful, enjoyable segment ends, okay? So that's how this powerful, enjoyable segment ends. And, bro, I have to say that this segment was pretty cool, okay? I really enjoyed this segment, okay? But, especially the chemistry of Trick Williams and Elena was insane, okay? So that, in my opinion, this promo opener segment was crazy. And whatever happened with Jey Uso, I'm really happy about that. I mean, they vacant one spot for Elimination Chamber or something like that, okay? We'll talk about that in later this video, okay? So that was it. Anyway, Rogers, moving on, we see Tiffany Stratton. So she's being interviewed by Kathy Kelly backstage, and then Asuka interrupts her. And, you know, it was a funny, hilarious segment. Screw the segment. But what was Kairi? Let me tell you what the Kairi has done here is something crazy. So let me tell you. So, you know, Kairi, she's amazing, bro. She's amazing. I don't know, bro, why WWE is not utilizing her, okay? Anyway, so you know what, Rogers? So basically, what's her name? Kairi Sane, and Kairi Sane basically says that to Tiffany, are you a jellyfish? After, you know, seeing her, you know, outfit. Okay, that's kind of hilarious. Okay, bro. Anyway, so this was a kind of funny segment. Okay. Anyways, after this, next up we got a singles match between Solo Sikoa and Uncle Howdy, bro. And you know, bro, I think it's been a long time. Like we see Uncle Howdy wrestling a match in WWE on a weekly show, bro, because it is rare. Okay. Anyways, talking about this match roster, so it was a singles match that nobody cares, okay? Nobody cares about Solo Sikoa, nobody cares about Uncle Howdy. Anyway, so let me tell you the results. So what's called Uncle Howdy, he gets the win here after hitting that Sister Abigail, okay? You know, bro, I just cannot accept this man disrespecting our legend, Bray Wyatt, bro. Like, he's ruining the legacy of Bray Wyatt, and I don't see him doing that. Just screw this character of Uncle Howdy, okay? We don't want that Uncle Howdy character in WWE anymore, okay? Anyway, screw this shit. Moving on. Alright, so then there's Vision on SmackDown. Okay, so Paul Heyman was there, and he basically asks to Nick Aldis, and he basically says that, why don't you put Logan Paul in the chamber match? Then Nick Aldis says, you know, I have to make some calls, and, you know, let me see, okay? Let me see. Basically, he said, let me see, okay? So that was it. So after this, we see Tiffany Stratton versus Asuka, okay? It was just a filler match, okay? It was just a filler match to fill up some TV time, okay? You know, originally it was supposed to be Tiffany Stratton versus Asuka, but I don't know, bro, why Asuka didn't wrestle here. Instead of her, Kairi Sane wrestled a match with Tiffany Stratton, and, you know, they don't respect they don't respect Kairi Sane, so that's how Tiffany Stratton, she effortlessly gets the win here. And you know what, Frosher, there is some backstage, there is some crazy drama around the ring. Like, there is some crazy drama, there's some crazy drama along the ringside, bro. And you know, when there is Chelsea Green, you cannot miss the drama. Okay, bro, that was so funny, bro. You know, after seeing what's called Chelsea Green like that, bro, that is the current condition of SmackDown. She's playing the character of SmackDown inside SmackDown, bro. That is SmackDown. Chelsea Green, she is SmackDown. SmackDown is Chelsea Green. Anyway, so we move on. So next up, we see Nick Aldis and the Vision backstage again, where Nick Aldis basically says that Logan, you'll get your opportunity if you get victorious against Jacob Fatu tonight. Okay, so that's how they basically set up a match for the main event between Logan Paul and Jacob Fatu to fill up that what's called Jey Uso spot for a Chamber 2026. Okay, so that was it. Okay, after this, we see a squash match. Okay, you know, because it's a 3-hour show, there has to be some filler segments, bro, and you know, I just hate this squash match shit. It was just a squash match between Obafemi and The Miz. And bro, you know, Obafemi, he's so over by WWE fans, okay? He's nothing special. So please stop, you know, celebrating him, or stop doing that thing, bro. He's not extraordinary talent, okay? Just a giant. And VVC, we already saw the same treatment that WWE has been doing with Obafemi. We saw in WWE, okay? We saw the same treatment with Braun Breaker. We saw the same treatment with the Braun Strowman. We saw the same treatment with Lars Sullivan, if you remember. We saw the same treatment with Omos, you remember, okay? So please, just stop doing this Obafemi thing, okay? Stop hyping this man. Stop hyping up this man, okay? He's not an extraordinary man. He's just an ordinary man over by WWE fans, okay? So it was just a squash match. It was called Obafemi easily beats The Miz. Nothing much to talk about here. So next up, so let's just move on, okay? So next up, we see Carmelo Hayes and Ilja Dragunov that nobody cares, bro. I don't know, bro. What the F is wrong with that what's called United States Championship, bro? I mean, why he always got segments with Ilja Dragunov? I don't remember what's fucking wrong with this guy. Anyway, so next up we see that freaking open challenge thing again. Carmelo Hayes comes out and does that open challenge thing. Okay, out of nowhere, a surprising return happened here. A surprise entrant, a surprise man comes out, and he was none other than Matt Cardona. Bro. Matt Cardona comes out. He basically accepts the challenge for United States Championship. Bro. Then we had a match here right there. Okay, you know, honestly, I just didn't see the match, and I'm pretty sure that what's the name? Carmelo Hayes somehow managed to beat the man, and he retains the championship. I don't know, bro. I just don't want to talk about this, okay, bro? So we just move on. All right, Frosher. So after this, we see some jobbers around the mystery box. Basically, you know, it was kind of funny. So it was an ESPN, it was an ESPN advertisement, bro. It was just an ESPN advertisement, bro. Because you know, it was just a casual advertisement for ESPN by R-Truth and some jobbers, okay, bro? You know, bro, I just don't care about him, okay? I just don't care about R-Truth, okay? Anyway, so then out of nowhere, we see Johnny Gargano, or I should say Johnny Depresso with his wife, Candice LeRae. And, you know, he's doing that shit, bro. He's doing that shit. He was doing that shit. He was doing that shit over and over again, bro. And, you know, I get it, bro. That is the same repetitive, bro. He's been doing this shit for weeks, bro. But no, for me, it was kind of funny to watch. For me, it was kind of funny. Okay, on this 3 hours of boring disaster show, there's something so we can laugh. Okay, bro. So I appreciate this character of Johnny Gargano, or I should say Johnny Depresso. Anyway, so after this, we see a singles match of Candice LeRae and Jordynne Grace, and we see Johnny Depresso. He was in the ringside. He was, you know, he was lying on the announcer table, and then out of nowhere, in between the match, he just leave the ring, okay? He just leave that ring and he goes to backstage and talking about this match. Rogers, what's the name? Jordynne Grace. She easily beat Candice LeRae in this match, okay? Because after all, both of these superstars, I'm talking about Johnny Gargano and his wife, they're jobbers, okay? So there's no chance she can get a win over Jordynne Grace, okay, in WWE. So that's how this segment ends, so this match ends, bro. The match was garbage, but still, the segment that was playing around Candice LeRae and, you know, Johnny Depresso, it was kind of amazing, bro. I literally enjoyed it, okay, bro? Anyway, so yeah, that was kind of funny. Moving on. So next up, we see a tag team championship match that nobody cares. I mean, bro, I don't know, bro, why this championship is still in WWE. Nobody wants to see that match. Nobody wants that championship in WWE. But still, because they have to fill some TV time, there is a women's tag team championship match between Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and the Mountain Women and Lash Legend, bro. And you know, Froshers, again, I'm gonna say my copyrighted line. I'm gonna say my OG line here. So we are gonna disrespectfully skip this shit. Moving on, Froshers, I almost skipped this shit, bro, but I got to know that they won. I mean, Lash Legend and Mountain Women, they won this tag team championship, bro. I don't know, bro, what happened here, but all of a sudden, they won this tag team championship from Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. And, bro, on top of that, they pinned Rhea Ripley. Okay, I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro, what to say about this thing, bro. But yeah, that's what it is, okay? Anyway, so next up, we see a beautiful video package of AJ Styles' retirement that we saw on Monday Night Raw. Yeah, that was cool, okay, bro. That was really, really interesting to watch. On top of that, we finally got to see the Hall of Fame graphic where was Stephanie McMahon and AJ Styles. They both are inducted for Class of 2026 Hall of Fame, and I'm very happy about both of these, okay? So let's just move on. All right, so after this tag team championship match and that video package, we see Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss backstage. So I think Charlotte and Alexa, they're having an ice cream. Then out of nowhere, out comes Julia with Kiana James. And then there is a Jade Cargill. So, bro, it was just a mess, okay? I don't know what to say about this thing. But in the end, Rogers, what's her name? Charlotte Flair, she started crying all of a sudden, bro. I don't know, bro, what the F is wrong with the superstars, okay? Anyway, all right, Rogers, so now let's talk about the main event, you know. The main event was a singles match between Logan Paul and Jacob Fatu. I've already told you about that earlier in this video, okay? But still, let me tell you again. So it was a match, okay? Initially, the match was boring, but after that, the match picked up the pace, okay? There is back and forth action. And, you know, Frosers, I wasn't sure about that, who was going to win this match, bro, because both of these competitors are just sucks, okay? I just don't want to see any of these in the Elimination Chamber match. If you ask me, I'd say just add beat Brock Lesnar in that match, okay? All of a sudden, just add Brock Lesnar in that chamber match, okay, bro? That would be really interesting to see Brock Lesnar in that match. But anyways, Frosters, talking about this match, so it was a match, and bro, in the end, Frosters, all of a sudden, we get to see a mystery man who was attacking on Austin Theory, and I don't know, bro, why that mystery man always focus on Austin Theory. That mystery man never attacks on Logan Paul Heyman, okay? Bronson Reed, that man always attacks on Austin Theory. And today, he again does attack on Austin Theory, but Logan Paul interrupts him, and he just saved Austin Theory from his attack. And bro, we see something mysterious, something crazy here, like Logan Paul unmasked that masked man, and it turns out to be unknown face, bro. Like I don't know, bro, who the fuck was that guy, bro? Bro, I'm honestly saying, Foster, I have no clue about that mystery man. I don't know, bro, what WWE's cooking up, but bro, this is crazy. Okay, this is crazy. Anyway, so what's called in the end, Jacob Fatu is about to win the match. And interference has to happen here. Out comes Drew McIntyre. He hits that belt on the face. He hits that belt in the face of Fatu, and what's his name? Fucking name. Logan Paul capitalized, pins him 1, 2, 3. That's how Logan Paul qualified for the Chambers match. And bro, it was like, what do I say about it, bro? I'm speechless at this point. Okay, Frosters, I don't have any words just to explain what WWE has done here. Anyway, bro, so overall, Frosters, if I have to say one word about the complete show of tonight's SmackDown, I would say it was just a mess. Okay, bro, it was boring. Sometimes it gets boring, but overall, this show was quite interesting to watch. Okay, overall, it's not like a show that that put you to sleep or that just bore you to death. Okay, so in my opinion, this show was watchable. Okay, so I'm gonna rate this show straight up 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. I think 5 out of 10 is good for tonight's SmackDown, Frosters. So yeah, bro, that was it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Till next time, stay awesome. Have a good day. Bye.